Cheese often gets a bad reputation. Too fatty, too salty, too indulgent. But what if I told you that certain cheeses, when chosen wisely, could actually be one of the most powerful tools you can use to rebuild muscle after the age of 60? That slow, creeping weakness that can make stairs feel taller and grocery bags feel heavier is a condition called sarcopenia, and it is not an inevitable part of aging. In this video, I'm going to share 3 specific cheeses that are rich in the exact type of protein your muscles need to repair and grow stronger. And stick with me to the end because I'll reveal a surprising truth about probiotics in cheese. Many people believe all cultured products are packed with them, but I'll show you why one of these cheeses has no live cultures at all and how to spot the truly beneficial ones at the grocery store. I'm the doctor here at The Simple Health, and my goal is to make improving your health simple and actionable.
Our first muscle builder is cottage cheese. Now, I know what you might be thinking. For many of us, cottage cheese brings back memories of diet fads from decades ago. But I want you to set that image aside because this humble cheese is actually one of the most powerful, scientifically backed foods for protecting and rebuilding muscle mass as we age. It's a true protein superstar. Just a standard half-cup serving provides you with around 13 to 14 grams of exceptional, high-quality protein. Think of your muscles like a beautiful sweater you're knitting. To build that sweater, you need plenty of high-quality yarn. For your muscles, that yarn is protein, and cottage cheese is one of the best sources you can find. The real magic of cottage cheese lies in the type of protein it contains. About 80% of its protein is a special kind called casein. Imagine you have a beautiful garden and you want to keep the soil moist all day. You could dump a bucket of water on it in the morning, but most of it would run off or evaporate. A much better way is to use a slow drip irrigation system that provides a steady, gentle stream of water for hours. Casein protein works exactly like that for your muscles. It's a slow-release protein. When you eat it, casein forms a gel in your stomach, which causes it to be digested very slowly. This results in the sustained release of amino acids, the building blocks of muscle, into your bloodstream over a period of 6 to 8 hours. It's like having a time-release capsule that feeds your muscles a steady stream of building blocks, which is especially powerful overnight. As you sleep, your body is in a fasting state and can begin to break down muscle tissue for energy. Eating cottage cheese before bed acts like a night watchman for your muscles, preventing this breakdown and helping you wake up just as strong as when you went to sleep. Now, let's turn this knowledge into action. When you're in the dairy aisle, you'll see non-fat, 2% low-fat, and 4% full-fat versions. Which one is best? Many people automatically reach for non-fat, but this can be a mistake if your goal is maximizing muscle. The process of making non-fat cottage cheese can sometimes result in a lower protein content than the 2% version. Some brands add thickeners like food starch to improve the texture, and these ingredients displace the protein-rich curds. For example, one major brand's non-fat tub contains only 11 grams of protein, while their 2% version has 13 grams. The healthy fat in the 2% or 4% versions also helps you feel full and satisfied, which is crucial for managing your weight. It's also necessary for your body to absorb essential fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which works hand-in-hand with calcium to support both your bones and muscle function. For these reasons, I generally find the 2% low-fat versions offer the best balance. One excellent brand of 2% cottage cheese has 14 grams of protein for only 80 calories, making it an incredibly efficient choice for maximizing muscle support with minimal calories. To truly understand why this matters, we need to talk about flipping the muscle-building switch. As we get older, our muscles become more resistant to growing, a condition called anabolic resistance. To overcome this, your body needs a clear signal to start building muscle. That signal is a special amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine like the key that starts your muscle-building engine. Research shows that older adults need to consume about 3 grams of leucine at each meal to turn that engine on and maximize muscle protein synthesis. A half cup of 2% cottage cheese provides you with around 1.2 grams of leucine, getting you about a third of the way there. That's a fantastic start, but we can do better. Here's a simple trick to hit that target. Mix your half cup of cottage cheese with a half cup of plain Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is also rich in leucine, and that simple combination will easily get you over the 3-gram leucine threshold and send a powerful signal to your body that it's time to build. Now, here's another quick tip for the grocery store. One thing to watch is the sodium content, which can vary dramatically from as low as 200 milligrams to nearly 400 milligrams per serving, depending on the brand. This wide range shows that the salt level is a choice made by the manufacturer, not a necessity. When you're at the store, just turn the container around and look at the nutrition label. If you're watching your blood pressure, look for low sodium options or a brand that has less than 150 milligrams of sodium per serving if you can find one. Now, I know dairy isn't for everyone. If cottage cheese doesn't work for you due to an allergy or intolerance, a great alternative that also provides a slow, steady release of protein is a tofu scramble. Tofu is made from soy, which is a high-quality, complete plant-based protein. To get that powerful 3-gram dose of leucine needed to flip the muscle-building switch, you'll need to eat about 216 grams of firm tofu, which is roughly 1 cup if you crumble it. Sautéing 1 cup of crumbled tofu with some of your favorite vegetables and spices gives you a fantastic and equally effective muscle-building breakfast. If you've just learned a new tip you can use at the grocery store, please tap the like button below. When you do, YouTube learns you're interested in practical health tips and will show you more videos just like this one.
Our second muscle-building champion is Parmesan cheese, or as it's properly known, Parmigiano Reggiano. Don't let its hard, brittle texture or the small amounts you typically use fool you. This cheese is a concentrated powerhouse of nutrition. Think of it like a tiny bouillon cube. A small amount packs an enormous punch of flavor, and more importantly, protein. Just 1 single ounce, a piece about the size of your thumb, delivers over 10 grams of complete protein. That makes it one of the most protein-dense foods you can find in any grocery store. For older adults who may find their appetites decreasing and portion sizes getting smaller, this incredible concentration is invaluable. What makes Parmesan truly special for us is what happens during its long aging process. Authentic Parmigiano Reggiano is aged for a minimum of 12 months and often for 24 months or longer. During this time, natural enzymes within the cheese get to work, breaking down the complex milk proteins into smaller, more easily absorbed pieces. It's as if the cheese has been pre-digested for you. This is incredibly important because as we age, our digestive systems can become less efficient. Many of my patients complain of feeling bloated or uncomfortable after protein-rich meals. But because of this unique aging process, Parmesan is remarkably gentle and easy for your body to utilize. In fact, after 2 years of aging, authentic Parmesan contains virtually no lactose, which means that even people who are lactose intolerant can usually enjoy its rich flavor and nutritional benefits without any problems. Parmesan isn't just about protein, though. It's also a calcium powerhouse, which is essential for your muscles to function correctly. Every single time you contract a muscle, whether it's to lift a grandchild, walk up a flight of stairs, or simply smile, that action requires calcium to work properly. Without enough calcium, your muscles simply cannot perform at their best, no matter how much protein you eat. But here's a secret that is critical for your health. Your body needs a partner to absorb and use that calcium effectively. And that partner is vitamin D. Think of it like this.
Calcium provides the bricks to build strong bones and support muscle function, but vitamin D is the bricklayer who puts those bricks in place. Without the bricklayer, the bricks are just a useless pile. You need both to build a strong structure. This is why food synergy is so important. A perfect breakfast to combine these partners is grating an ounce of Parmesan over your scrambled eggs. A large egg yolk contains a modest but helpful amount of vitamin D, around 41 international units. But for an even more powerful combination, try sprinkling that same ounce of Parmesan over a 3-ounce serving of grilled wild salmon. Wild salmon is one of nature's best sources of vitamin D, with a single serving providing over 570 IU, which is nearly your entire day's requirement. This simple meal is a masterclass in nutritional synergy, delivering high-quality protein, calcium, and the vitamin D needed to put it all to work for your muscles. Now, I need to address a very important topic for anyone taking blood-thinning medication. This is a critical note for blood thinner users, especially those on Warfarin. If you are taking Warfarin, you have probably been warned repeatedly to watch your vitamin K intake. I have some very reassuring, science-backed news for you regarding Parmesan cheese. A standard 1-ounce serving contains only 10 to 20 micrograms of vitamin K. According to clinical guidelines, this is considered a low to moderate amount, falling well below the 80 microgram threshold that typically requires heightened concern. You would have to eat an enormous, unrealistic amount of cheese to reach a level comparable to a single serving of a high K vegetable like kale. The single most important word for managing your diet on Warfarin is consistency, not avoidance. Your doctor carefully calibrates your medication dose to work with your normal, stable diet. A consistent daily intake of vitamin K creates a predictable level for your medication to work against. So if you decide to add 1 ounce of Parmesan to your daily routine, the key is to have that same amount every single day. A sudden change can affect your INR, but a steady, consistent intake allows your body and your medication to find a stable balance. Please, if you make this or any other consistent change to your diet, always let your doctor or anticoagulation clinic know. This open communication is the cornerstone of managing your health safely and effectively. Do you know someone who might find this information about vitamin K and cheese useful? Consider sharing this video with them. It could provide a simple answer they've been looking for to manage their diet safely.
Our third and final muscle-building cheese is ricotta. And this one has a very special secret that makes it unique. Ricotta, which in Italian means recooked, is traditionally made from whey, the watery liquid that's left over after making other cheeses like mozzarella. While this might sound like it's just a byproduct, this whey is loaded with a special type of protein that gives ricotta its incredible muscle-building properties. That secret weapon is whey protein, which is the fastest absorbing protein you can possibly eat. Think of it as the quick response team for your muscles. If the casein in cottage cheese is like a log on a fire, providing slow, steady heat for hours, then the whey protein in ricotta is like the kindling. It ignites quickly, delivering a rapid burst of energy and building blocks right when they are needed most. While the slow and steady supply from cottage cheese is perfect for preventing muscle breakdown over long periods, ricotta's whey protein delivers its amino acids to your muscles within just 30 to 60 minutes of eating it. This makes it the absolute perfect food for recovery after you've been active. The branched-chain amino acids, or BCAAs, in whey protein are particularly special. Unlike other amino acids that have to be processed by your liver first, these BCAAs can bypass the liver and go directly to your muscle tissue, getting right to work on repair and growth. This fast-acting nature means that your timing matters a great deal. The best time to eat ricotta is in the golden window for recovery. That is, within 30 to 60 minutes after you finish an activity. And please, don't think this means you need to go to a gym.
This activity could be a brisk walk around the block, an hour spent tending to your garden, doing some vigorous housework, or even just carrying in the heavy groceries from the car. Anytime you challenge your muscles, you create tiny, microscopic tears. This is a normal and healthy process because it's the repair of those tears that makes your muscles stronger. After an activity, your muscles are like thirsty sponges, ready and waiting to soak up nutrients to begin that repair process. Eating ricotta during this golden window ensures that the fast-acting whey proteins get to your muscles quickly, right when they can use them most effectively, to rebuild and grow back stronger than before. A perfect, simple recovery snack is a half cup of ricotta mixed with a mashed banana. The ricotta provides the fast-acting protein to act as the repair crew, while the banana provides healthy, easily digestible carbohydrates to replenish the energy your muscles just used. It's a simple, delicious, and incredibly effective combination. When you're at the store buying ricotta, you will see different varieties, but I almost always recommend the whole milk version. While it may seem counterintuitive to choose the option with more fat, those healthy fats play a critical role in your health. First, they are absolutely essential for absorbing important fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, E, K, and especially vitamin D, the bricklayer vitamin we just discussed. Second, the fat helps you feel full and satisfied. This sends a powerful signal to your brain that you've had enough, which can prevent you from overeating or snacking on less healthy foods later in the day. The richer, creamier taste and texture also make it much more enjoyable, and enjoying your food is a key part of sticking to a healthy lifestyle long-term. Of course, ricotta is a dairy product, and if you can't have it, you need an alternative that can provide a similar fast-acting boost. For this, I recommend a smoothie made with a high-quality pea or soy protein isolate powder. These powders are designed for rapid absorption, just like whey. There are important differences between them, however. Soy protein isolate is the top performer from a purely muscle-building perspective. It contains more protein per scoop and, most importantly, has a higher concentration of the muscle-triggering amino acid leucine. It is the closest plant-based equivalent to whey protein. However, soy is a common allergen. For anyone with a soy sensitivity or allergy, pea protein isolate is the clear winner. Its main advantage is that it's hypoallergenic, making it an incredibly safe and effective choice for almost everyone. What's your favorite way to enjoy one of these cheeses? Share your ideas in the comments below. Your comment could give someone else a delicious new way to build their strength.
Now that you know the specific strengths of these 3 muscle-building cheeses, let's put it all together into a master plan you can start using today. This is where we combine knowledge with simple daily actions to get real results. The first part of this plan starts the moment you wake up. Remember, breakfast is your single most important opportunity to flip that muscle-building switch for the day. After sleeping for 8 hours, your body has been in a fasting state. It starts looking for energy, and one of the easiest places for it to find it is by breaking down your muscle tissue. A breakfast rich in protein, at least 25 to 30 grams, stops this process in its tracks and tells your body to start building instead of breaking down. A meal built around cottage cheese or the tofu alternative we discussed is the perfect way to do this. Now here is a critical detail that must accompany any plan to increase your protein intake: the hydration rule. When you eat more protein, your kidneys work a bit harder to process it. This is a normal, healthy function, but you need to support them. To support them, you must drink enough water. Think of your kidneys as a very fine, sophisticated filter in your home's water system. When you have more particles to filter out, the filter works best when there's a strong, steady flow of water to flush everything through. It's the same with your body. The byproduct of protein metabolism is urea, which your kidneys filter from your blood into your urine. Drinking plenty of water helps dilute this waste, making it much easier for your kidneys to do their job efficiently and stay healthy for the long run. Here's a simple rule of thumb. For every new daily serving of cheese you add to your diet, make it a non-negotiable rule to also add 1 extra glass of water to your daily routine.
Next, I want to share a surprising note on gut health and probiotics because there's a lot of confusion about this. Many people see the word cultured on a dairy product and assume it's full of the beneficial live bacteria that support a healthy digestive system. But that's not always true, and the differences between these cheeses are stark. First, let's be very clear about ricotta cheese. Standard commercial ricotta contains no live cultures. The name itself, recooked, gives us a clue. The production method uses very high heat, typically heating the milk or whey to between 190 and 194 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature is far higher than standard pasteurization and is essentially a sterilizing event that destroys any bacteria, good or bad. Ricotta gets its texture from the direct addition of an acid like vinegar, not from the work of live bacteria. So while it's a fantastic source of fast-acting protein, you should not eat it with the expectation of getting any probiotic benefits. For cottage cheese, the story is more complicated, and this is where reading the label becomes your superpower. The process of making cottage cheese is a tale of two acts. In the first act, live bacterial cultures are added to milk to ferment it and form the soft curd. This is the probiotic phase. But then comes the second act. The curds are cut and then cooked at temperatures up to 129 degrees Fahrenheit to give them their characteristic texture. This essential cooking step, unfortunately, has an antibiotic effect, severely reducing or eliminating the very good bacteria that were used in the beginning. So for a probiotic benefit, you must choose a brand that intentionally adds live cultures back into the cream dressing after the destructive heat step is complete. This re-inoculates the cheese with beneficial bacteria. How can you tell which brands do this? You have to look for the specific words live and active cultures on the label. For example, the research shows that Daisy brand explicitly states they add a special cultured dressing containing live cultures, making it a reliable choice for gut health. Other brands like Breakstones have a specific live active product line. You must choose that specific one as their standard cottage cheese is not guaranteed to provide the same benefit. If you want to keep receiving simple, actionable health advice like this, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. This way you won't miss out on future videos designed to help you live a stronger, healthier life.
So there you have it. 3 powerful and delicious tools you can add to your health toolkit. We've learned about cottage cheese for steady all-day muscle protection with its slow-release protein. We've covered Parmesan for a dense source of easily digested protein and muscle-supporting calcium. And we finished with ricotta for fast-acting recovery after any activity thanks to its whey protein. I want to challenge you to try this for the next 90 days. It's a simple experiment. Start by adding just 1 serving of one of these cheeses to your diet each day. Mark today's date on your calendar and then simply pay attention to how you feel over the coming weeks. You might be amazed at how much easier daily tasks like carrying groceries, getting up from a chair, or playing with your grandkids become. Remember, feeling weaker is not a mandatory part of getting older. You have the power to maintain and even rebuild your strength, and the tools to do so might be as simple and delicious as what's on your grocery list. And no matter what health journey you are on, always remember the simplest, most powerful thing you can do for your body. Drink plenty of water. Your future self will thank you for it. Thank you for joining me today at The Simple Health.